Welcome to the Dummy Kruger channel, everyone. Today's video takes us to Lincoln Park, Michigan, where we'll be taking a look at my all-time favorite freedom fighter and YouTuber. After a week full of arrests, a good old window smash, and lots of drama on YouTube that I stay out of, I figured what better time to check in on America's, on the world's greatest paralegal, Wolverine Transparency. Wolvie has been riding high lately after having a misdemeanor ticket dismissed, leading him to hit the streets of Michigan while making an ass of himself. Before we get to the main course, we have to take a quick look at one of the most hilarious moments in auditing history. We will see Wolvie team up with fellow Michigander, Freakin' Media, for the sole purpose of riling people up while they work, under the guise of fighting for my rights. Per Wolverine Transparency, the media corporation and journalist, this location here apparently did awesome, but not every location would do awesome, as we will soon see.
Disorderly. I don't care about him being disorderly. No. There's damage to my right ear. There's damage to my right ear.
I was here before you got here.
That's definitely disorderly.
I don't have a.
Yeah, but he came
You were rapping to it.
Okay.
You set yourself up.
Hey, don't run into me. Don't run
You
into
set
me.
yourself up.
You got weapons in your hand. I will shoot you.
I'm not touching you.
No, you won't.
Everybody has it on camera.
No, you
That's
won't.
what I thought.
Call the police. He ran into me. Call the police.
Yeah, you ran into him. That was definitely assault.
Go ahead.
Definitely assault.
Call him. I tried to turn around on the sidewalk. Go on, call him.
You ran right into him.
Call him. It don't matter.
Oh snap! Wolverine's hover-round seems to be in some sort of fender bender. And did I hear a thread in there somewhere? Wolverine edited a lot of that audio out of there. I wonder if we could find a different angle.
Yeah, but he
You were rapping to it. You set yourself up.
Hey, don't run into me.
You set yourself up.
I'm gonna get my pistol.
On film.
Look, you got weapons in your hand. I will pull this pistol and I will shoot you.
I'm not touching
I
you.
will shoot you.
Don't run into me. I'm not touching you.
No, you won't.
Everybody has it on camera.
No, you
That's
won't.
what I
Call the
thought.
police.
Oh, Wolvie, that's a finger gun. Why are you threatening this man with your finger after you ran over him? What were you thinking here? Were you planning on giving this guy a little tickle? Maybe you thought you were playing a variation of rock, paper, scissors. Or maybe, since you decided to stick your finger in your ass crack, you were planning a stench attack. That's probably it, you sick little puppy. You were gonna stink palm him, weren't you? We all know you're a convicted felon who cannot own firearms, so I guess fingering him
Phrasing!
was the next best option. Now go wash your hands. That's just gross.
You guys know what jurisdiction you're in, right? This is Lincoln Park. You know what jurisdiction pulled you over? Wyandotte. Yep. What's going on, man? Well, you just let. Hey, say it again for my camera. You want to say it again? You could say it about 50 more times. Do me a favor. I dare you to say my last street that I lived on
I don't know that.
in Wyandotte.
I wish I knew that. I didn't.
All right, Adam.
But we're on
Because you do know that's doxing, right? That's called doxing.
Of course that's not doxing. These guys are not publishing anything. He's the one publishing it himself. And given the fact that Wolvie is not only the world's greatest paralegal, he's also a certified member of the press, so I wanted to take a look at this word salad of a sentence. It reads, they weren't within the purview, which means they knew Wolvie, I'll give him the all caps, he's really high on himself, was on the scene as a profession witness. So they released this stop forthwith. Well, I guess it's 4 strikes and you're out.
You can hear that, right, pig? You know you're an oink oink, right? And I have no respect for your bitch ass, right?
Yeah.
You think these cops want to hurt me? What do you guys think? I'm just curious. You guys think they want to hurt me?
No, absolutely not. You're just like a little gnat flying around. Shoo. Okay, he drives to the next traffic stop, and this is where the conspiracy starts to come in.
Look, they're ready. They're ready to pounce, guys. These lambs are ready to pounce. Look at them. Look at them. They're pulling up. They're gonna act like jackasses because that's what they do. Their butt hurt. Their feelings are butt hurt.
Wolvie, you know I love you, brother, but you can no longer use the phrase butthurt after this move.
Remember when the officer that asked my press badge? Yeah, he's the one. He's the one. We got the one right here. The one, y'all. The one. I'm a protected species, man. You know that? Yay, Wolvie's here. Never fear, Wolverine's here. You can call me Adam. You can call me Adam because you were being respectful. He did it to dox me. He thinks that everybody on my live stream, do you know I doxed myself about, I think it was 2.5 years ago. I gave my address and told a punk that was talking to me like you did. I dare you to pull up on my street and talk to me like that.
I suppose if he did pull up on you, it's a good thing you still have that finger.
I swear to God I did. You know what I'm saying? Doxing's not good for police officers, man. You're making your city look like don't do that no more. I'm staying in my distance.
I'm not going to do it. I want to know more about you keep calling it doxing?
Huh? Yeah, doxing. It's an actual law. And by the way, that's my son-in-law.
Just hilarious. His son-in-law. He's literally the gift that keeps on giving. You will find out later why his son-in-law was pulled over, but Wolvie here thinks it's some grand conspiracy where they were actually looking for him because he and the owner of the vehicle share the same last name.
Is it?
Yes. I just realized that.
Anyways, I don't know anything about this doxing law. What's that all about?
Doxing's when you are on a live stream and you know you're on a live stream and you say my name. Michigan passed it in our laws.
Is it a case law or what's it?
No, it's a bill. It's an actual bill.
I'll have to read that later.
Yeah, you're not supposed to dox.
That doxing law, if it exists, is quite specific. It must have language in it about live streaming and just saying someone's name aloud, right? Well, lucky for us, Wolverine put it up on the screen for us. But surprisingly, House Bill 6206 only says doxing happens when a person publishes private or identifying information about a specific individual on the internet with malicious intent. Wolvie, you published it. You're the one that put it on the internet. But not only that, what did he say about this law?
Michigan passed it in our laws.
Well, I had a heck of a time finding that MCL Wolverine, but I did find out where it was introduced in 2020. It was sent to the Committee to Judiciary, where it died. So no, Wolverine, it's not a law.
It's doxing. You know, see, your chief gave my name, so when I'm taking him down to the Department of Civil Rights.
Was that doxing?
Yeah, he doxed me. So number one, my last name is right?
Okay.
All right, that's number one. Number two, he's not, so he said dumblinger.
Yeah, that's right. He's taking the chief down to the Department of Civil Rights because he called him Dumblinger instead of Dinlinger.
What you got going tonight?
None. I'm gonna watch this because this just happens to be a little personal for me. I didn't know who he
Oh,
was.
is this your family?
Yeah, he's part family. He's a good guy. He works for a living. He does his best.
That's good. I would tell you what's going on, but I have absolutely no idea. So.
I'll listen in. I'm sure he'll tell me after too.
Yeah. You might need a ride. You might want to stick around.
Oh shit.
So here's more of the conspiracy. Because the officer said that Wolvie may need to stick around because his son-in-law may need a ride, is all the Eve dance, sometimes referred to as evidence, that this is all somehow a trap to hem up Wolverine himself.
Hey, show your partner. Turn it around because I don't have a left hand.
All right.
Read it.
You got a fresh new press badge?
That is the real one. That's the same one that your buddy Hannity has.
What's German Daily News?
And what? The United States Press Corps.
No doubt.
The real deal.
See, I told you guys he was a journalist. He has all the Eve dance right here.
It's the regular passports. What's up, man? Yeah. Damn, you're lucky I'm here, eh? Hey, what's wrong with the vehicle?
No insurance.
Shame, shame. You know that's why they're out here. I gotta tell everybody the truth.
Grab your stuff for you. Okay.
Damn it, man.
Yeah. Also, yeah.
Wow. I'm doing a cop watch on my son-in-law here. Boy, is he lucky I stuck around.
So yeah, unfortunately for Wolverine's conspiracy, turns out his son-in-law was driving without insurance, and on top of that, had 2 active warrants on him.
Huh?
Huh?
How many streamers you get these days?
Anywhere from 60 to 30 to 60. I'm not a big channel, dude. I only do it for the record. I'm not out here to kick clicks and views. I'm really out here to uphold good officers, and I go to battle with my own people.
Let me give it up to Wolverine here. I do believe he's one of the few true believers in this cause. Granted, he does have a problem with authority, and he may need to brush up on his paralegal skills, but he really puts a lot of time out there.
Because they hate you that much. They hate the shit out of you people. And I'm saying the 1A hates you y'all. The police officers has earned the hate in the United States for what they're not trained correctly. Remember, a lot of the things that you do is all discretional.
Yep.
A lot of those things.
I agree.
You know, and when it comes to being a road pirate, I had to tell this other guy the other day. I mean, on stuff like this, everybody else has to pay it. There's no reason why he shouldn't either. So they should know better leaving the driveway. So I know better.
What's a road pirate?
A road pirate is when a police officer constantly pulls people over for revenue. That's not what we paid you guys to do. That's not what the framers of the Constitution meant for you to do when they wrote the Fourth Amendment.
For our revenue or for the city revenue?
For the city's revenue. And police officers were created for slaves to begin with. The constitutional sheriff was the actual law.
I'll give Wolverine partial credit here because I really enjoy history. Slavery itself was not the sole reason for the creation of police forces. Policing systems have evolved over time and have multiple factors contributing to their development. While the control and enforcement of slavery were certainly factors in some regions, the establishment of modern police forces also had broader motivations, including maintaining public order, protecting property, and responding to industrialization.
So when a law-abiding person that can't afford it, because you just said it yourself, right? They hike up the rates, they can't afford it, but he's still got to work. How does he get there? You know, so he takes a chance. He takes a chance and drives, you know, and he gets screwed over by people that are sworn to protect his rights.
Yeah, it's also that person right there has probably got insurance. That person's got insurance.
We all got insurance.
So what would be our defense to somebody who does have insurance and pays that $300 a month, and we see a gentleman not driving with insurance? What would be our defense to those people who are very?
And what did I say earlier? What did I say?
You did say everybody.
I already said it. So I said he took that's his fault.
Took the chance.
But that don't mean I agree with it, because when the framers told us that we can write our own laws in the 10th Amendment,
We can write our own laws, and we did, and we continue to do so.
it's not supposed to be contrary to the Constitution.
That's correct.
So I have a right. It's an unconstitutional stop, number one. All the shit's unconstitutional.
Ah, Wolverine, you were on such a roll there, buddy. What happened?
That's why I'm keeping a record of it. Because one day, all these police officers that really got stupid and went hands-on, was hurting people over this shit, they're going to prison for the rest of their lives in the next 10 years.
Oh, Wolvie, you're really losing the narrative now, bud.
If I was you, I would be very careful on who you listen to. As even in your commanding officers and what you're taking right now, how you're gathering intel on this, listen, I'm doing the same to you, and I've been doing it for a long time. You can't gaslight me. You can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? But when he docks me with a bias. Now that he's the one that asked for this. What I was trying to teach him the last time we were talking about this right here, everybody has a right. If you have a live stream, if you have a camera, Wolf versus Ohio, or Wolf versus FBI. It says so, right?
What's it say?
In every Supreme Court ruling that has been made, It's been for the cameraman that we have a right. Turner versus Driver gives us the right to record you. Smith versus Cummings gives us the right to follow you around and drive regardless where you're at. Remember, you're on private property right now. You guys are actually violating the law. You don't have a contract with all these people to pull these people over in.
Well, if they're somehow breaking the law by being in this parking lot, that means Wolverine, you are also breaking the law by being in that parking lot. Make it make sense for me.
Because what's it say inside the book? It tells you to pull over to the right. It doesn't tell you to pull over to the right parking lot.
Yeah, but
it's the law.
But this gentleman pulled into this parking lot.
It does, but you guys are not supposed to do it. You're supposed to follow the law. You're supposed to say, go back out there to the right because you are actually committing a misdemeanor right now. It's a Class C misdemeanor.
What's the law?
You're here with trespassing without permission. You didn't get permission to be in this parking lot.
And he went full-blown nutso. Poor Wolverine. Sometimes I just want to pet him on the head and tell him everything is gonna be alright. He tries so hard to sound impressive, yet mostly just humiliates himself for all the world to see. And for that, I suppose I owe him a debt of gratitude. Thank you, Wolverine Transparency. Keep fighting the good fight. Alright guys, I think we'll wrap it up here. But first, don't forget to wash your hands. And second, if you do want to see similar content in the future, please consider subscribing, notifying, and liking below. This is Dummy Kruger, and I'll see you on the next video.